take your time. There's nothing competing here.
Okay, you need a cushion.
Thanks.
Okay. Matilda Allover Downunder. Matilda is a bird born with wings wrapped around a camera. Her camera can see into the past, present and future. It can record in fast and slow motion, and in geological time. It can also reveal dreams. Read Matilda's life story. Respond with your own words and pictures. Matilda shows the world as a complex, huge and connected.
Start again that sentence.
Yeah, Matilda shows the world as complex, huge and connected. Every living thing has a story, and many stories connect to each other. Published as an e-book with hyperlinks to art, scientific data and more, Matilda invites you to tell your own story of relationships that sustain you and your community of fellow living entities. A PDF is provided to download and to annotate. Lisa Roberts, 2025. Archaeopteryx lithographica are the first known birds. They lived during the late Jurassic period of prehistory. Their food was mainly insects. This picture, by Tasmanian artist Melissa Smith, shows a rubbing she made from a fossil in the Tasmanian Museum and Art Gallery in Launceston. Matilda is a galah. Galahs belong to the amniot group. Amniot. Matilda is a galah. Galahs belong to the amniot group, the common ancestors of reptiles, birds and mammals. Amniots evolved during the Carboniferous period from amphibious four-legged creatures, like frogs. Amniot eggs are fertilised internally. Matilda is an amniot descendant of Archaeopteryx lithographica, the first known bird. The picture shows the back of a painting. It represents backstories of Matilda's story. Backstories appear through hyperlinks to letters, songs, dances, pictures, animations, video recordings, scientific data, and more. And the galah, I guess this must be Matilda?
Yes.
Is saying, "Keek, quee, quee." A parent galah returning to its nest hollow sometimes calls quee softly to its chicks before finding them. Archaeopteryx lithographica is the first known bird. It existed in the late Jurassic period, not Carboniferous.
It's in Carboniferous before. We'll have to check on that.
It's interesting.
And this is an annotation, I suppose, by a scientist called Ruth Erickson that shows.
And it says, is that Crustaceous? Discipiens? It's something I can't properly read this.
It's Latin. the Latin name.
They're different ones.
Species of
They're different creatures.
photoplankton.
Letters and electronic messages arrive at Matilda's family home in Sydney. A hollow tree beside a river. Messages come from around the world to congratulate the Galah family on the birth of Matilda. Galahs enjoy hanging upside down from branches, telephone wires or aerials, and swinging to and fro with spread wings while screeching in a mild manner. For more information on Hasselblad cameras, contact Victor Hasselblad, and I can't properly read that word, Akilwalde, and it's an address anyway.
That annotation was made 30 years ago,
Yeah,
so that's one of the hyperlinks that will be updated.
right. It's still possible to contact someone about Hasselblad?
Yes, but it may not be Mr. Hasselblad. Victor.
Okay. Galahs drink by sipping. The bill is dipped into the water, the head raised, and the water swallowed, aided by tongue movements. Hollow trees for galahs to nest in are becoming scarce because so many mature Australian trees have been destroyed. The whole galah family is fluttering and singing with excitement. A new chick is about to be born. Prehistoric ancestors grin and hold their breath. One of these, the great H.G. Hasselblad galah, waits with camera poised.
And I'll show that really close up.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to read all these.
Okay.
No, just leave those.
Leave
just,
those. Okay.
let's
Just
just
those.
read that.
The great H.G. is famous for taking photos from different points of view. His camera is a Hasselblad Eternal that can take pictures of the past, present and future. Click. The picture shows Matilda and her mother in a museum, looking at a photo by the great H.G., taken just before Matilda hatched. This page is for you to draw and write what you know about your birth.
I look forward to hearing all about your birth, Simon.
I don't know much about it at all. Matilda is born with her wings around a camera, a genetic gift from her ancestor, the great H.G. Her camera is just like this, except that it can record dreams and has attachments for recording fast and slow motion and for animating moments in geological time. Matilda takes her camera to explore the neighbourhood. And this is the neighbourhood.
So they look like she and her friend poking around in a creek.
And here in a bath.
An old bathtub. What's that? Oh, yeah.
This page is for you to write and draw and paste in pictures of things you find interesting in your neighbourhood. Note the picture at the bottom left that Matilda saw through her camera.
That looks like a feral cat.
It does.
hacking away at a computer.
As they do. Matilda was a keen photographer. Matilda was a keen photographer from the start. When she won the prize for best photo at her school, the great H.G. was mighty impressed.
Can you see what the photo is of?
Is that the cat again?
It's the cat
Yeah.
eating a bird.
Oh, heavens.
I'd say feral cat's eating a galah.
Yeah.
And there she is winning the prize at school.
Right. This page is for you to write and draw creatures you know and imagine.
What would you draw there?
Well, I was just thinking about winning a prize at school.
You wouldn't want to draw insects
Um,
and their stories.
no, my story about winning a prize at school was that my entire school career, I was in a group of one that was separated from the rest of the school of people who never won a prize. But I did enter a sculpture in an outside competition, and Brett Whiteley won the painting prize, and I won the sculpture prize.
How prestigious.
And I was away in the bush, and it was in Wallara, and they contacted the school. Somebody said, "Oh, he goes to Cranbrook," so they contacted the school, and having been distinguished by never winning a prize for anything, I was called up in front of the entire school to receive this prize, which was a cheque. And it was a moment of glory for me. And up I went, and the headmaster shook my hand and said, "Get a haircut and get your shoes cleaned." And deflated my moment of honour, of glory.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Really nasty.
Very nasty.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to go back again.
We're going to go this way.
This way. We're there?
We're in the middle of the book. We're going to do
Okay,
that.
here we go. Good.
I'm just holding this so it doesn't
Oh,
fall apart.
okay. All right. After that interlude. Matilda is a very independent galah. Her playmate, Ross Capella, is keen to meet and... Is that...
Rosie Capella.
Oh, Rosie. No, not Ross. That's my eyesight. Matilda is a very independent galah. Her playmate, Rosie Capella, is keen to meet and marry a nice galah. Matilda's more interested in a career. Matilda's mother writes, she was more conventional.
Matilda's mother wishes.
Oh, wishes. See, I've got bad eyesight. All right. Matilda's mother wishes she was more conventional. Ah, the light's better now. Her father is never seen after the birth of Matilda. He's a business galah, working from home, behind a closed study door. Rosie falls in love with Gustav Galah, just as Matilda leaves home to seek a career as a photojournalist. The great H.G. flies from his ancestral home in Tasmania with a letter containing a photo for Bob Wombat, editor of All Over Downunder magazine in Melbourne. H.G. hopes his letter will inspire Bob to employ Matilda.
See, it's addressed to Bob.
Right. The photo H.G. encloses for Bob is one he took thousands of years ago, of an atoll appearing in the Great Barrier Reef. His letter explains that the atoll appears only once every 1,000 years or so, when sea levels drop, according to ancient cycles of climate change, cycles of glacial and interglacial periods identified in both indigenous and Western science. H.G. tells Bob about Matilda and her special camera. Bob assigns Matilda to cover the story.
There's the atoll.
Right. Bob is impressed by Matilda's photo of Feral Cat, who works for the Underminer, the rival magazine at All Over Down Under. The rival magazine of All Over Down Under. Her photo tells the truth, that cats kill birds. As the only photographer who can get stories from any era, Matilda becomes Bob's star photojournalist. She travels all over Australia and to Antarctica, getting her stories and interviewing animals, fish, birds, krill, phytoplankton, and more. Her special interests are science and technology, and how humans use art to pass on knowledge. Matilda keeps in touch with Rosie by phone and encourages her to pursue her own creative interests.
There they are, having a chat
Yeah.
on the phone.
Who's that?
Bob.
Ah, okay. Bob the Wombat.
Mm.
Bob asked Matilda to try and get a picture of the atoll. It's about to appear. The fact is, she can record the past, present and future, but Bob wants a picture from geological time, taken in present time. This is a challenge. How to simultaneously show a moment in geological time and a moment of lived experience. What dreaming stories can guide her reporting? What dreaming stories can guide her reporting? What scientific data can show the present moment within ancient patterns of natural change in sea level rise and fall?
It's a big question.
Matilda's enemy, Feral Cat, gets wind of her assignment. Matilda flies north. Feral Cat sets off hitchhiking.
It's an aerial photo. Well, it could have been taken by a drone, couldn't it?
It reminds me of a story of this man we met whose life's work, who woke up one day. He was a welder, and he woke up one day realising what his life's work was, and that was to go out to what he called Poplar's Corner, which is one of the corners of the states between Queensland, South Australia and New South Wales.
I've been there.
And his life's work was to weld up a sign for that very corner, pointing to the different states. And he made the sign in stainless steel and drove out there with cement and to make concrete to plant it, and planted it all and decided that his work was done, only to discover that national parks had come and pulled it up and impounded it. And it was like this sign a bit.
Yes.
And it was beautifully welded.
Yes.
So he did it again. And the same thing happened. Except this time I think they fined him.
What for? What was his...
putting an illegal sign in the corner.
But it was a true sign. It was a
Yeah,
true
absolutely.
guide.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what happened after that. I think he broke down. Feral Cat hitches rides to the reef, meeting a range of Australian animals at the wheel. Native species like emus, platypuses and echidnas, and invasive species like cane toads, fire ants and more. Matilda and Rosie keep in touch by phone and postcard.
There's Matilda. There's Rosie.
Right. Any fire ants there?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to be drawn in there.
Yeah, flying around. Before Matilda flies to the reef, she is bridesmaid and photographer at Rosie and Gustav's wedding. Matilda takes a photo of the first child before it's born. This picture shows Matilda's wedding gift to Rosie, a book of photos of Rosie's life. At the reef, Matilda takes photos of colourful corals, clownfish, butterfly fish, trumpet fish, reef sharks, humpback whales and more. Feral Cat hangs out with all the nasties. Crown of thorn starfish, stonefish, sea snakes, tiger sharks, stingrays, box jellyfish and more. Matilda is often in danger.
Can you see Feral Cat?
I can see Feral Cat. And is this some sort of breathing apparatus?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Looks like it's been cut or something.
And the three-pronged spear.
What does it look like?
Oh, it looks like a breathing apparatus, but then it doesn't go, it's like it's been severed.
It could have been, couldn't it?
Detailed information about these things is provided through hyperlinks. This page is for you to write and draw on. What things are you most curious about? What things do you most care about? What things are you most afraid of? Matilda makes many wild shots. Matilda takes many wild shots. She gets some prehistory and some future, but not the atoll. Rosie tells her to be patient and just enjoy the sunsets. Then one afternoon, as the sun is setting, Matilda is sitting on the prow of a little boat, and there before her eyes the atoll begins to rise from the water. It's pink and gold and lilac. She gets some shots of it. As darkness falls, Feral Cat creeps up along the beach. The atoll disappears. He has missed out. Matilda enlists an eagle to take her camera, flies to a laboratory for quick processing, and returns to her hotel room in Cairns. Before she goes home, Matilda is given a reception at the Queensland Department of the Environment, Tourism, Science and Innovation. Feral Cat is there, dark and furious. He drinks too much and passes out. The cover of All Over Down Under, with the picture of the atoll, is a sensation. Everyone crowds around the exhibit, including all the contributors to Matilda's story about it. safely held in Rosie's arms, her baby looks down at feral cat lurking.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's the end. The feral cat is always lurking.
Yeah, yeah. It's a curious story. Lovely illustrations, though.
Well, it's just the outline of a story. And my vision is that people who read it will add to it the little bit that they know about that relates to this seed of a story, really.
Right. It seems a very sort of disjointed story to me.
A bit like
Doesn't
life.
hang together.
Doesn't hang together.
Yeah. Well, see, yeah, that's the thing about story. That, you know, we tend to create narratives to make sense of things. And as you say, life isn't actually like that. But we have a tendency to structure it with story. Yeah.
Well, I'm hopeful that it's a trigger for stories within this story.
Stories within stories, yeah. So you've done these?
Yes.
Yeah, they're fabulous. Beautiful.
It's really an invitation for you to write your story and relate your story of your life.
I can certainly, you know, if see these as frames from an animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it was first imagined.
Right.
But because I'm older now, and I realise I can't do all the things that I would have hoped to do to fill this in with more knowledge, I suppose. I've hit on this idea of people contributing the little bit that they know, and to show connections between the stories.
And have they done that?
They've started to.
Yeah.
Only just. I've only just finished this.
Right.
And given it to people.
But the people you've given it to, they've started to, haven't they?
Well, Ruth started by drawing these phytoplankton.
Right.
Because that's what she knows a lot about. And an ornithologist is writing about birds, if ever I have a bird question.
Right.
He's also wanting to write about the Hasselblad camera, because he knows a bit about that. So I'm not telling people what to write about.
No.
You've already added to the story with your
my little
annotations.
My little prize-giving annotation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the sculpture?
It was a sculpture. It was a copper, and I just read Voss, and it was a
Patrick White.
yeah, and it was a head, a Voss, really, with barbed wire around it. And it's up in the Warren Bungles, attached to a tree.
I think I've seen it.
You probably have. Yeah.
How old were you?
I would have been, I think it was about 16, 17, something like that. I think I must have been 17 because I could drive, which is why I was away. I was in Hill End when this all happened. But it was an open art prize, Eastern Suburbs, I think. And as I say, Brett Whiteley's painting was of Randwick Racecourse with a betting ticket stuck on it.
And how old would he have been?
I don't know. He was probably 10 years older than me.
26?
Something like that.
Was he
He
well
wasn't
known?
famous.
No.
No, he was not known.
No.
Yeah.
He's 10 years older than you, Simon. He was born in April 1939.
Yeah, I thought about 10 years. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.